and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Brady now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to go back to Thomas again. On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
But how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
Always enjoy a good fake. I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. It's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, that's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas,
as the first half is winding down.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Room here to run. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. Check pass. Check pass. 47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. Check it. Hey.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 88 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put... And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at about the 32. So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On first down, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it complete.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Brady to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. To throw is Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards. And this Washington offense continuing to... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And my goodness, another interception. Looked off by Cameron Curl. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington first. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the head.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 94 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2nd and 8. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
4th down, Fitzpatrick. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Back now at FedEx Field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Brady. A lot of happy faces in the crowd. Touchdown! Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady now to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That throw by Brady, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brady, gotta have this one. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
To throw, it's Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So now Washington will again go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's out right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick rolling to his right. He's got it to Gibson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.